matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. shotgun now. Here's an inside give. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's
there to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. COVID-19. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike 57. No chance. Hey, check that. Street.
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 19.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
It's Garoppolo taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
The 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Nice off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range, that can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running the counter with Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try.
Young for the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
1st down and goal to go at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Niners 10, Browns nothing.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. They're going to look to throw. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Browns 14-49.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
be scared. Go.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Dragon 60. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Nice, sweetheart.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Right there. 54, right there.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Niners' 9-yard line.
59, Mike, 59.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Screen. Watch the screen. Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
65.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here.
Dashing through the snow. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for the Browns. 76 yards.
The 2-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Is good.
And he puts it through.
The score, Browns 35, 49ers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Bailey looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Good.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. And a 49er first down.
Here's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
This is Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And down right around the 37. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
And they give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. gun. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Browns 49, 49ers 13.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
Mostert. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And the punt team is out there. It's not fourth down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. It's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I got him. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
35-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. His pass caught at the 4. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Go ahead. Like 20. 2 times.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.